questions. We're moving on to crypto. So someone is asking, in Portugal, we understand that crypto investors are not taxed, but crypto traders may be taxed. Now, what's the difference? I'll comment on the US side, and then Augusto will comment on the Portugal side. On the US side, as a crypto investor / trader, you'll probably be aware that the US tax code does not specifically define the difference between an investor and a trader. There's some guidance in terms of, I think, publication 550, but there's no specific definition. And what we as US qualified tax professionals need to do would be to look at the fact pattern in light of case law. And just to summarize what case law tells us, that you can qualify for a trader. And I know it's in the US, if it is that you're actively involved in virtual currency, you may want to be a trader because it's more tax efficient to be so classified if it is that you're actively involved in it, right? So it's something that someone would pursue once they get to a certain level. So to qualify, at the very least in the US, you would need to trade substantially, regularly, frequently, and continuously. So that's what the IRS looks for as we derive from case law. Substantially, regularly, frequently, continuously. And then secondly, but obviously, you'll need to profit from the short-term price swings. You're profiting from short-term price swings. So you're not kind of like buy and hold, you buy a Bitcoin and you hold it until years to come. No, you need to be in the business of profiting from short-term swings as well. So assuming that you check both of those boxes, you may qualify to be a trader and enjoy the US tax benefits that derive therefrom. Augusto, you want to comment on Portugal?
Well, in Portugal, not only we do not have any specific regulation with respect to the qualification of trader or not, but even worse, we do not have any tax rules directly applicable to crypto or to gains derived from crypto trading and investment. So just to recap, the Portuguese tax authorities issued a binding opinion about these matters. So it's not in the law, it's a binding opinion of the tax authority, which of course it's only binding for that specific situation. But anyway, it's the only guideline that we have until now about the taxation applicable to crypto, to gains derived from crypto investments or trade. So, and that binding ruling basically says that if you are only an investor and you do not perform the trading or the trade of crypto on a regular basis as your main activity, that would be not subject to taxation. That's what binding ruling says. But of course, it does not enter in the detail about the qualification of what is considered as a business or as a trader. We do not have any type of or any kind of guideline. Until now, also from a regulatory perspective, we do not have any kind of rules that would, for instance, say that someone that performs this activity in a certain manner or with certain means would need to register as a trader. So there is not also a regulation from a practical perspective or for regulatory purposes. So it's, I would say, a gray area and very, very uncomfortable for the tax advisors to have an opinion on this, I believe. But of course, there is the common sense that is in line what the distinguish or the characteristics that Darren mentioned about the frequency, the number of transactions that, and so on, that we can, of course, try to consider as some guides at least.
Exactly. So it's very nuanced. So if we look at it from an extreme position, so like we have, I have clients, our team has clients that are algo traders, high frequency traders, right? So they do hundreds of thousands, if not a million transactions per day. So obviously, and they're sitting at a number of computers and there's screens everywhere. And that's what they do day in, day out. Obviously, they're going to be traders, right? So that is not an investor. That's an extreme example. But an extreme example to make the point, that is a trader. Now, on the other side, you have someone that bought crypto 5-10 years ago, whenever it first came out, and they are enjoying their days surfing in Costa de Caparica or at the marina in Cascais, just having a good time, enjoying their life, while the value of their virtual currency appreciates. That is an investor. So, but most people are somewhere in between, right? And you probably want to get an opinion from a Portugal qualified tax professional so that you understand where you sit. Because, you know, as Augusto mentioned, these are shades of gray, right?
Please subscribe, like, share, and comment below. Our books and upcoming event are available at htj.tax. Email us at help@htj.tax to engage us, to advise on international tax or business matters.